Alright guys, so we're going to get started real quick with a lot of tips and tricks to pretty much get yourselves towards that 20th win, or even closer, so you guys can get that legendary chest, or the giant, or even the magical chest, whatever you guys want to do. And the first thing I kind of want to start with is just have your mindset in the right place. It really goes back to the real roots of, you know, you have to have the right mentality. You have to go into this confidence, you know, in a nice environment, safe environment. It could be somewhere in your room, or, you know, not somewhere like in your classroom. Don't play this in your classroom where people are going to be bothering you. You got to be somewhere where you're relaxed and you're ready to focus, because this game takes a lot of concentration and skills. So that's the first thing you guys want to do when you're doing this, is find somewhere relaxed, somewhere where you're used to concentrating, where no one's going to bother you. Lock your room, or if you have to, go to the library and put some headphones on or something like that. But, you know, just lock yourself somewhere comfortable. It could be in the toilet or anything like that. But alright, so that's the first thing. And the secondly, you know, when it comes down to real life environments, not only that affects you, but you also want to stay hydrated. Drink a lot of water. This challenge can take about 2 hours at times. So you want to stay hydrated, drink a lot of water, have snacks on the side, and pretty much just be alert. You know, you want to keep your body focused. And another good tip, you know, it doesn't work for everybody, but if you do go in and you're losing a match, don't give up. Don't ever give up. You know, you never know how you can come back. Maybe the opponent disconnects. You just never know. So make sure you never give up, that you're always trying to win the match, no matter what goes on at the start. Just refocus, be like, hey, no matter what happens, let's get back on it. And those are just like a couple little tips that you could do that to change your mentality, to maybe possibly become better at the game. And, you know, secondly, there's a lot of tools that you can use to get better as well. There's a RoyaleAPI.com. This website helps you see good decks, you know, recent 20 win winners. If you click it right here, we can see 20 win CRL challenge decks, and it'll take you down a whole entire list of a bunch of very like good decks of people who have reached 20 wins. So you can see this is Jeremy Chan, Team CMC. He got it with P.E.K.K.A, Huts, Poison Control, and if you keep going down the list, you just see various really solid decks. So my recommendation is, if you see these guys, they were able to pull it off with this type of deck, you got to look at your own deck. Is your own deck ready, or good enough even, to get the 20 wins? Because even myself, I just right now tried to do it with a couple of decks. As you see, the 20 wins, 18 wins, 2 wins, 20 wins again. I got twice already, 17th, 8. I just tried it with a really weird deck. Clash of Clans is having a pretty much, you know, a bounty going on right now, so you can get 20 wins with this Jason deck, and I just tried it, and it was so hard. So make sure you guys look into your decks, and RoyaleAPI.com is a great place to pretty much look at all the good decks in the arena, seeing what works. And, you know, if you guys ever need even more tips, you can always come to the stream and ask some questions about your deck or such. You see TMD Zeok here did it with Graveyard Control. So a lot of people are running the Control Graveyard deck. So you got to see what your deck is good against. Double Prince Golem is also really strong right now. So these are just a bunch of decks that, you know, you could possibly use to get your 20 wins. And also Bridge Plan is really popular. So there you go. So now your mentality is in the right place. You're in a comfortable scenario. You're ready to concentrate for at least 2 hours. You have your water, you have your snacks, and now you have your decks, right? And you've seen all these decks in Clash RoyaleAPI.com, and now you're ready to hit the games. So let's go ahead and do it. Let's select a deck here. We're gonna go run 3 Musketeers, and then we're gonna start right now. And then we're gonna take it one game at a time. Always focus one game at a time. And, you know, Just try your best at all times and learn from your mistakes. A good thing that I do is I always go back and I always see what I did wrong, what I could have done better. Like right here, we see a whole golem coming in at that top right side. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to rush the opposite end so he can't form this huge push to overtake my defense. So here we go. We're going to place Ice Golem and then Horde on the support units, and then we're going to focus on the Golem afterwards. Ouch. Alright, so he got the tower there. He has arrows, pretty hard to counter. What we can do now is we can just pump up again. He's going to go in for the kill. As soon as the Musketeer locks in, we're going to go with the Dark Prince here. So we're going to try to get this comeback here at the start. As you see, we fell kind of far behind because it did have a huge counter to us, which was arrows. But we are one cycle away from another pump, so we should be okay. So here we go. Let's see if he rushes us with Golem. He's going to go on the other side with Golem. That's fine. So right here what I'm trying to do is I'm going to create a lot of pressure on this left side. The Goblin Gang, Dark Prince just going all out right now. And I'm going to try to stop this Golem with 3 Musketeers here. Protect the girls. He just used Minion Horde, so he doesn't have it. So what we're going to do is we're going to split push here. The Minion Horde on the right side. Push in with the Dark Prince. He used Log as well, so we're going to go Goblin Gang. I'm going to force pressure on both sides here. I'm trying to look for this comeback. Let's see if we can get it. Yet again, pressure there. He logged that side, so that's nice for us. We're gonna get some good damage here. 3 Musketeers coming in, and just like that, we're able to get the comeback. And the matches seemed, you know, where he had pretty much the counter. But man, as you saw, we stayed calm. We fell behind early on. But we're just able to pick off these plays. Like we saw him, he threw out arrows. So what do? We go in minor Minion Horde on the opposite end, or you know, something like that. We know he doesn't have a big spell because we know what kind of deck he has. So we just put all the troops in one lane, all the Musketeers in one lane, and then form a huge push. You got to see what kind of cards your opponent has and anticipates, and from there on, go for the counter push and take the win. So it's all kind of like strategic, you know, moves. You got to see what your opponent has and analyze his deck, and then try to pick it off slowly. So here we go, guys. We're gonna go in with one more battle. Let's start it up. Alright, let's see. Alright, so he starts out with Knight. We don't have Pump, so we're going to go ahead and set down the Ice Golem, playing kind of passive here. Play Dark Prince as well. He's got a Wizard, which is pretty interesting. Let's see what I could do here. Let's see if minions actually work here. They actually get re-targeted from the Wizard because the Ice Golem fell. That's really unfortunate. We're going to go ahead and zap this. And now we have our Pump Up. So he wasted a lot of elixir there. He's got a really strange deck. I'm gonna go ahead and pump up Ice Golem to distract the Goblin Gang. That'll be a +1 elixir exchange for us. And we have a pump as well. So now we're just stacking up the elixir. And we're looking to defend any one of his counter pushes that he's got possibly coming in. So we can go 3 muskets here. And it seems like he doesn't have any big spell since he didn't rocket or fireball the pump. So now you want to distract the wizard as soon as he gets close enough to the musketeers, like right there. And we can just kind of let this go, actually. We could zap the witch just so, you know, we can get more damage with the muskets, but... And cycle back to our pump. So there we go. Now we have him right where we want him. We got 2 pumps, double elixir time is coming. And we're looking pretty good so far. So double elixir time is coming. Let's go a little bit aggressive now. Set down the Ice Golem. Set down the Muskies. We know he doesn't have a big spell. And we're going to put the 2 Musketeers on the right side. Those are going to go along with the Ice Golem. And here we go. We're going to send Dark Prince, Minion Horde, and then Miner right after. And a huge push on the opposite end. We're going to distract the Elite Barbarians with that. We can maybe zap the Wizard here so he falls. Yes, he does. And just like that, we're in the lead. At 35 seconds, we can split Musketeers yet again. Just so we have a good defense. 30 seconds remaining. No big spell. It's going to be quite hard for our opponent to get in. Distract with Ice Golem there. Boom, Wizard goes down. Beautiful distraction. Can actually go in with Zap it so minions stay alive. Beautiful. He actually had arrows and fire spirits. Really good counters too. All the minion horde gobbling action we have, but we're still able to take 2 towers. Here we go. I'll do one more match for you guys. Hopefully give you guys a little bit of tips to get through these first stages. And then we'll do another video once we get up to like 17 wins like we did the previous video that you guys saw. But this is kind of like a more instructional video, kind of like, you know, really beginner tips into 3 Musketeers slash trying to get these 20 wins. So hopefully you guys enjoy it. If you did, let me know in the comments so we can do more of these, maybe give you guys more tips so you guys can learn and become better clashers and hopefully get that 20 win real soon. So here we go. He's coming in with the same type of deck that we have. Maybe we'll force some pressure here. No, we don't. Okay. So it looks to me like he has a 3 Musketeer deck, so this is going to be pretty good. In this matchup, you want to stack up pumps. That's what you want to do. So he's going to pump, I'm going to pump, but he doesn't have Miner in cycle. So we do have kind of the advantage right here. So we can kind of go aggressive. The Miner. So here we go. We're going to put the Miner on the right side, kind of kick him out here. Let's see, we raise the... Ooh, he has guards as well, so pretty good counters to us there. He's going to really stop our pump as well. Wow, fantastic play by him. So he has guards. Guards really help in this matchup. I'm going to zap it so maybe Minion Horde could do a little bit of damage. But look at that. He's got 2 pumps over us. It's going to be quite a hard match to come back from. Let's see what we could do to get back on this one. See if we can get on the right track. So guards are a huge counter in this matchup to our Miner. So he's able to catch pretty much everything off. So here we go. He uses Miner, so we're going to go ahead and Dark Prince up. And let's go ahead and Minion Horde Miner him in the left side here. He doesn't have guards right now. Maybe we could do some damage. Yeah, we can. Very nice. Beautiful place. We have 2 pumps over his 1. Okay, here we go. We're gonna go kind of aggressive here. Boom! Dark Prince connects. Miner's doing some good damage. Okay. Not bad. I should be able to defend this. Go aggressive on the right side yet again and maybe come back here. Now we'll zap that and we should have victory. Oh, we're pretty close. GG, well played. Man, able to come back from this guy who had guards for Miner instead of Goblin Gang, so pretty decent counter. Unable to zap guards, of course. That'll be definitely a negative elixir exchange. We did that, so 280,000 cards once. As you can see, a pretty good player, but we managed to sneak through with better defense. What you want to do in this matchup, what we did that was key, is we knew he had the elixir revenge, right? So we started playing defensive. We took some damage, and then he popped out 3 Musketeers aggressively. Now, the 3 Musketeer player that goes defensively and uses the towers to pretty much stop him on his offense and then form a counter push is the one that usually wins. So that's exactly what we did there, is that we let him throw down his 3 Musketeers first. He came at us with a counter push, and then he threw out his guards as well, so we were able to throw Miner on his pump, and then we just caught him off guard there. So just little key things there. If you guys want, you can always rewind the YouTube video to see what I did to come back from 2 pump disadvantage, and then come back from the victory. So yeah, guys, hopefully you guys enjoyed this segment of teaching you guys just a little bit more about Clash Royale. Till next time, guys. Peace. Fearless.